Dear YouTube manual reviewer, this firearm is 100% legal and semi-automatic. And just to demonstrate, pull the trigger, pull the trigger again. Thank you. And if you're a good boy,
maybe we can do that for ratio later.
Hello everyone, today I have a pseudo-affordable example of an RPK74 rifle, as well as it in itself being a clone from Call of Duty Black Ops, so let's get into it. So to answer the burning question, what makes this a more affordable RPK74, and that is that it's a build. So you'll either have to have someone trustworthy assemble the rifle for you, or get the tooling to do so, but even with the cost of the tooling, I still ended up only spending like a third, I think, of what RPK74s are currently going for on the market. And the two biggest components that you're going to want to look for if you decide to take this on are the barrel assembly and the rear trunnion. The rear trunnion is a standard Romanian rear trunnion, and it actually fits perfectly with the RPK74 barrel. And you just need to put a 545 bullet guide in it, which involves drilling out a rivet, and open up the well for 545 mags, which are strangely larger than 7.62 mags. That's a weird one. The barrel assembly on this one is Bulgarian. They cost like $1,000 if you can find them reasonably. I have seen RPK74 barrels for as low as like $450, but those were bare barrels. Then again, it wouldn't be too difficult to just populate them, provided you can find stuff you want to do that with. Bipod being annoying. Could use a standard RPK bipod. Little different, but I mean, it would pass the rack test. Now, as for the Black Ops clone portion of this, I made sure to use this carry handle from, I think, Schaefer Customs. And it's just a clip-on carry handle that clips under the barrel. I'm going to be throwing these on a lot more firearms because that was sick. The second component to that was the tech sight, which there we go, which is another component that I really love. And I was able to just move that rear sight down a little bit and not have it in the way when I aim through here, so I don't have to worry about throwing that in a bin and losing it. Okay, we are movie magic assembled. So a little bit of info on getting the tech sight to work on here. This was kind of a bear. So the tech sight comes with the standard like 2 little bent wire retainers for the recoil spring. The RPK74, especially with enough gas to run a FERT or what you'd find in more like a military barrel gassing, you're going to want a stronger recoil spring. This is an increased power recoil spring. They originally would use braided recoil springs on this telescoping guide rod. All right, that's what I was getting to. The telescoping guide rod on here I just bucked it off, drilled a hole, and welded it together. So this has a telescoping guide rod on the tech sight. The little wire retainer for the tech sight, it was just too flimsy and it would bend under the force of the increased power spring. The other main components of this are going to be pretty much any like long stem 545 bolt and carrier. I believe I use Bulgarian pretty much extensively throughout this project, aside from the receiver that I bent. And, you know, a little bit of Russian furniture, Russian goodness, just to kind of make it what I wanted. Side piece for today's loadout is Makarov.